Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe and this is Work Estimate Resources Soviet Republic. Today I'm reviewing the Cupcake Comrades Republic that he sent me nice enough. First he asked me to fix something, but I looked at it and there wasn't much to fix. But there's a lot to see, so let's check it out. If you're still here, I'm assuming my intro was acceptable, adequate, something like that. But look at this. Oh, the skyscrapers. I can't even move the camera up high enough to actually see what's going on here, but there's a lot. I don't even want to put my UI on because why? Why worry about it? There still more. those are skyscrapers. And there's more. There's more everywhere. There is a nice huge harbor area over there. We have the city over here, and there's more that you can't even see from here right now. But yeah, no, let's get started. Okay, UI on. Let's get a map. I have no idea what this map is, but we are in this area, and we are in 1954. You know what that means? We started before the vanilla game start date. And I know that the Cupcake Comrade told me he started in 1930 with, I don't know what, but the one thing that I know is this map is not using any vanilla buildings, barely any vanilla buildings. Almost everything is modded, so hey, that's fine. That's cool with me. Let's see what he made out of this. Maybe quick stats. We are at almost 90,000 citizens. We are at about 25% unemployment, 80% health, 99% happiness. Settings-wise, we are not working the super hard mode. That's fine. Citizens' reaction is great, so that's yummy. Management is fine. Night day cycle, he had it on, just turn it off for the video. Season is on, building fires is on, global events is on. However, pollution is turned off. And there was a reasoning for that. He has a lot of geothermal heating plants and other things in the city for heat. And the argument is they only produce water vapor, not real pollution. That's why I turned them off. I'll let you decide if you agree with that or not. I think it's fine. Everyone should play the way they want to play. And if you don't want to turn pollution off, turn pollution off. And if you can create something that we're seeing here, cool, awesome, like it. Yeah, no, let's get started. I don't actually know where exactly he started his whole build, but that's fine, we're here. As you can see, the rail. There's so much rail going on that he has built somewhere. And this, at this point, is just, you know, precursing to something that may happen eventually. It's just rail that goes somewhere. This map, I think he said he only played on this for about a week, which it feels like it's a lot more, but there are places already prepared for new cities that can be set up somewhere. This is just a normal rail station for citizens. Pretty nice, actually. I like it, but yeah. If we look at the map, there's just a lot of rail already set up over here, and that's cool. And then there is, I guess it's just this area, it's just a little bit of storage, just planning. Plan ahead, that's important. Pretty cool, pretty nice. Let's get back to our starting area because I would like to stay on course. Yes, we are going to take a trip on something eventually at some point later. Not right now, though. Okay, so what do we have here? Parking lots being built, pretty cool. You're actually using construction offices. That is always a big plus. But look at this. All the highway system is just... It's pretty nice. He has roundabouts, he has bridges where they belong, he has crossings, he has bypasses when they are appropriate. That's pretty nice. Obviously a nice large train station, and I actually like that this train station doesn't have the double outside tracks. It just has one. Maybe I'm going to use this in the near future. I like it. I like this one a lot. And it actually has buildings wherever there are footpath connections, so that is pretty cool. Sure, yeah, there are even footpath connections on this side if I wanted it. Nice. Just checking. No, not that important. We have these buildings. I wouldn't use them, but that doesn't mean that you can't. There are about 2,700 people per building, and he has, what, 1, 2, 6 here, 7? So there's a lot of citizens living in this area, but hey, that's fine. This is why you also get 24% unemployment, because you just have a lot of stuff going on here, and currently you're not using trains to move them. So there's just a lot of empty waiting just happening. What do we have here? Nobody's waiting yet. Yeah, that's the other thing. So this city is ready. It's just unable to send people working. Let's check the other things. Due to sickness, just a few. Due to no workplace, only 13%. Due to small child, 7%. And due to low education, 3%. That's actually interesting. But there you go. I'm assuming all of these are always filled all the time. And that's nice. What's this? This is a Don't even know what this is supposed to be. Oh, it looks like a hospital. Pretty big one, actually. That's fine. Yeah, no, this looks great. And again, the roads, I really like the road setup, and I like how you use the game overlays. No, it's not overlays, but the decorative pavement. It's just like this asphalt road that you use in here. And actually, it's not asphalt road at all. It is airplane, gravel road. Is it asphalt? No, it's this one, asphalt square. That's what you used. It's this guy. You just put that down here and it looks really nice. And I'm assuming the asphalt road was maybe something you put in the middle there. Honestly, I don't know. I don't care. Oh no, it's part of this ornament. That's pretty nice. That's pretty cool. But I like how all of this looks, and you're using some trees in between that make things work as well. Something else that I thought was pretty cool, these guys. You're obviously overloading them, but I'm not that upset about that. What I do see is different heating towers. So these are water towers. They kind of look like the ones in the US. No, they don't look like the ones in the US. They look more USSR-ified. And I like that. But using these instead of the heat exchangers that we have for cities, that could actually look really nice, because I'm going to say I like these buildings more than the heat exchangers that come with the vanilla game. And it looks like they're not really OP. They have a capacity of, well, 300 cubic meters, so they're the same as the exchangers. You can just connect more pipes, I believe. Let's find the heating pipes just to show what I'm saying. So it has 3 connections instead of 1 for the heat exchangers, and that's cool. That's nice. I like it, and they're all the large ones. So very nice, very cool. What do we have over here? Just a red tower. Maybe radio? Yeah, that's a TV station. Pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Oh, and these are some buildings that are already angled like that. I like that. That's cool. What we have here, broadcasting, radio and TV right next to each other. That makes sense. What is this? A big substation. I kind of like that. Oh, these are all underground wires. And why is there a rail connection in there? Interesting. There's a rail connection in there, but I can't actually use it. So that's an interesting mod. But hey, not here to judge. Not here to judge that at all. We'll just have more stuff here, and maybe we can just grab any of these vehicles. Where are you going right now? I have no idea where you're going, but we're just gonna go on board anyways. Turn the UI off and go a little closer. Yeah, frames are not our friend today. It's just, there's a lot going on in this area. Yeah, that didn't help. It just went straight to the first building that it could get to. So maybe we're not going to do a ride-along, because our frames per second are already only in the low 20s when we don't look up. When we look up, it's about 10. So that's not very helpful. Very cool, though. I like this big roundabout. I like everything about this. And yeah, let's just move on from this area, because we looked at pretty much everything that we had. I'm assuming this is a big distribution office. Very nice. 15 vehicles. Cool, but you're only using 2 out of 20? Why? There's probably more that you can use. What do we have here? Oh, just a shopping area with a lot of different connections for anything that you may need. But it's another thing that we talked about, the Cupcake Comrade. I don't know why that word is so hard to say for me, but he's still importing a couple things. Just it's a conscious decision that he made at some point. Cool, awesome. So here's another thing that I like. You're actually incorporating a lot of vehicles. These are obviously super inefficient, but you at least use them. You're trying to use them, and it looks like people are moving on them. So they're using this whole, I don't want to call it interstate system, but the whole system that exists here. Yep, bus stations are there. That's pretty cool, but I just like how this looks. This looks like a really nice, busy city area that I can see actually being a thing. And as far as I know, I heard that you were trying to be true to the area of the pre-World War II in this area, which I don't know what city this is or what city this was supposed to be, but very nice. Then you have some greenery happening up here. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty. You do use a lot of above ground pipe. I'm not sure if that was on purpose or if that was because back in the day you didn't have underground piping, maybe. Would love to hear. Would love to hear what that is. But no, this is all great. You have a lot of construction offices sitting here. All with the big old, very old excavators. Assuming they're pretty fast at whatever they're doing, but I like it. Then you have these big old semi-trucks. I like it. As I said, there's a lot of modded everything here and not a lot of just industries. So yeah, no, this is cool. What do we have going on over here? We have, looks like, what is this? Construction. You have a couple other unloading stations here that are a little more high capacity. I may use those in the future because I kind of like them. Are they... Let's see here. Wrong buttons again. I want this one. This one. Oh, good. This is what I was wondering. It has that little hole there, and yeah, as long as I can connect all of these, I think I would. That looks pretty cool. I like that. And this is a aggregate loading one, also higher throughput, higher capacity, pretty nice. More construction offices, they make sense, and you have distribution offices again. Barely using them. I think that's something that you could spend a little bit of time on. That'd be nice, just adding more traffic maybe. I personally, I like turning off all the imports, the automatic imports. If you don't, that's fine, but we're looking at last year. You're still having a lot of import costs in general, so yeah, it is what it is. I do like these warehouses. They're kind of cute. And then you have these storage areas that have road and rail connections to them. They look pretty nicely sized. And there's a lot of space in there just in general. I like that. I like that setup in general. What do we have here? Panels factory. Yes. And I think this is something that you said you're just turning on. It's not currently working yet, but you will get there pretty soon. That's pretty nice sized. What do we have here? Cement silo, and this will probably be gravel. Yeah, it's connected to this guy right away. Interesting setup, but okay. This actually looks pretty cool. It's very busy. I don't even know what angle to look at, but road, railway, rail, road. And then you have one-way roads and just high roads and low roads, and oh, that's just pretty. And let's go straight into this harbor area. So Cupcake Comrade also told me that a lot of this was Dutch. Wow, word. It was inspired by Dutch designs, and I thought he meant the harbor areas with reclaimed land everywhere, because he has a bunch of places where you just where there was some land available. I think there's an airport over there, which I'll show you later, where I thought he was just reclaiming land from the sea. But no, actually the Dutch part is the 4-lane roads, where the main roads are in the middle, which are one-way, and then you have side roads that are 2-way lanes where traffic can also go. That's pretty nice. Something that I really want to do down the future is use the asphalt pavement. No, it's not asphalt. It is... It may be just gravel road, it may be this square, maybe the other square, I don't know which one it is. But use that, because look what it does to the rail. The rail actually gets, like, taken in by that really, really nicely. And it looks really cool when we have a train running on here. And I guess the trains only go in. But it kind of all works together for an industrial feel in many different ways. You have these guys, these conveyor belts that are running. You have these little boats that are actually perfectly sized. I'm going to use these. I know that for sure. Next time I use boats, these are a really good size for everything that I want. But they're working well. You have these large structures. It just looks like it's a harbor area where you just put, where you literally just dump things here. And then ideally, if we can have some small bulldozers or excavators or something just running around here, dropping off things or pushing things towards the conveyor belts, that would be cool. But even the way it is right now is pretty nice. And look at this. It's just a really cool setup, and it looks like it's very mirrored, and I really, really like that. What is happening here? You just have one that goes over and then you're going all the way back. Interesting, very interesting, but that's fine. What are these? I think these are steel melts. Yes, they will just produce whatever you need, but it feels like they're smaller steel melts. They're 500. They produce a lot. What do you produce a day? Maximum for their... I don't know what the real numbers are. I haven't looked at the real steel mill in a while, but I like how this looks. And if this is pretty close to what I normally would store, I would totally use that. These warehouses can hold steel. That's nice. And then you just have a distribution center. Oh, look at this. It's actually connected with rail everywhere. And I'm assuming at some point a train will come in and actually pick something up from here. That is pretty nice. I like it. And then... Oh, you actually, you have them disconnected. You just use them as one direct line. I really like this. All I want to do is put more trains on here to see them actually run around, but I like this. I'm going to use this, yeah, these decorations, this pavement, this stuff, whatever this is. I'm going to use that a lot more because I like how it looks on the ground, because it's really hard to see the rail, but you can still clearly see that this is just a big industrial sector that does things. And no, this looks really cool. I really like all of what this does. And I'm surprised to see that it actually fills in the areas inside the buildings as well, but hey, bonus. Added bonus. Got an avenue here that has some trees right in the middle. That is beautiful. I like it. These occur a lot. It's just a nice theme in the city. I like it. Just in general. Unloading facilities, yes. Is this one of the only vanilla ones? Maybe. I guess the harbors are also vanilla, but that's fine. No, this whole area is really cool. One thing that I know, it's really hard to get all of this straight or set up straight, like what you see here. Everything is, it's just nice. I like it. I like it a lot. A lot of roads are going one way. I'm not sure if that is accurate for an area like this where it's all industrial, but it's fine. I mean, it's still pretty. It's still very pretty, but I will do it a little different, but this is nice. You do have a lot of fuel stations everywhere, and you're actually using this a lot, where you have an entry, a one-way entry to the fuel station. I guess the entry is here with the longer connections, and then you have the short exit that's always single-tracked. I like that. I like that a lot because it makes just moving traffic a lot easier for that whole area, so that's pretty cool. What's this one? You are an oil well. Yeah, that makes sense. No, this is all great, and just having the power lines run here just feels appropriate. Feels very appropriate. Get a big picture of it, like this, without taking a picture. Actually, it just looks really nice, and it's so grand. I love it. That's great. Okay, let's move on. What else can I just babble on about? We'll see. Roads don't go into nowhere. That's fine. Just more city, more everything. We were here earlier. There's the roundabout, and then yes, we are in the next part of the city. I mean, they're cool buildings. This feels like a really appropriate official city building with a little park in front of it. That's pretty awesome. Got some vehicles in front of it again. The pipes here really feel like underground would have been nicer, but above ground makes sense because honestly, where I'm from, underground pipes don't really feel like a thing, especially the big ones like this. But maybe they would help a little bit of the aesthetics of the area, but I don't know. Rail, yep, it's just running back here in the forest. That feels pretty appropriate, and it's one way each way, I think. Let's see, you can go in here or out here, and the out is then just connected here, and the in is connected there, so that's pretty nice. I wouldn't put the signals where you have them here. They're a little close, but as long as this whole train can fit in there, which it can't, it's fine. I haven't seen any train traffic jams yet, so I think everything is relatively well organized. Yes, you go into the Woodsville station and you go nowhere, so that is working. Everyone's just getting dropped off here, and it's like a big terminus something. With the new functions, you can probably set this as a transfer station now for the buses, but who cares? You don't need to. Lots of waypoints. Oh, that's the other thing. I saw that you're actually using the waypoints a lot. They're not saying anything, but just having them, and they just feel like they're appropriately spaced, is pretty nice. Pretty cool. Awesome. What's this? Distribution office. Okay. You're using these a couple times, a grape vineyard inside a city. It feels kind of nice. It's not needing anything, but it produces something. And 1 ton of food a day is really not a ton. Not literally, but practically. So it makes sense to have that. I like it. Looks like we have more power transformers. And so you have the pipes running above ground, but the power lines running more underground. I mean, that's fine. Makes sense. They're going everywhere where they need to go, and pipes are a little more sensitive to that stuff. This is cool. You're actually using the underground paths to go from side to side of the street to get... Well, this is work, I guess. That's pretty nice. I like it. Supermarket, different buildings. I will not have a mod list for everything that's going on here. It took probably 15 minutes to download everything that he had that I didn't have already, and I have a lot of mods. So, no, we're not going to do that. Yeah, no, this is all pretty great. Oh, this was one of the other things that I wanted to point out. Again, using your painting tools, you can make really cool looking parking lots that actually work, that are looking really busy. I mean, look at this. It's just going on everywhere. It appears that someone is trying to build something and letting a crawler track excavator on the road. Right over here. You see that guy? Yep, this one. But I like it. I like it. I think at some point 3 Division may have better animations for the wheels for some pieces. Because if you look, I think the wheels are turning now. They weren't turning at the beginning, but they're still not angling when you turn into curves or other things. So I think there's a chance that we get some more animations on that eventually. But it's not, honestly, it's not the main thing of this game that I like. So I don't care that much. Overall, just a lot of monuments, other things that are used pretty appropriately, and just, yeah, these buildings look so familiar. It's just, I'm not gonna say it feels like home, but it definitely feels like the area where I'm from. So that's pretty nice. Yep, more is being built out here. That all feels normal. I don't think there's anything hard to point out there. Interesting design with the piping, but I like it. At least it's symmetrical. Very nice. And everything's connected, everyone is happy, so all that's good. We got some oil refineries here. These look like they are the vanilla buildings. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of track out here. There's just a lot of track going on, and I like it. I would actually... Let's pause real quick, because I want to hop on this train. Where are you going? You go all the way to the... you're only going to see forest. We're not going to hop on that train. I want to find a train that makes it look really interesting. Where are you going? You go from there to there. You see a little more, but not a lot more. I would just like to have one car that goes up and down that that big road. So yeah, you have all the refineries, all the oil is being stored there. We have a small piece of track over here that's actually 6-track. Pretty cool. I'm sure there's a word for it, but I don't know what it is. But 6-track, that's pretty nice, and everything seems to work really well. And this is why he asked me if I could fix his rail network, and I looked at it and I was just like, you have a lot of extra track, but there's nothing really wrong with it. I mean, look at this half circle. This one connects to this side, this one connects to the track out here, the track out here connects to everything on this side, and then it's just appropriately split again wherever necessary. So it feels very thought out. There's a lot going on, but I don't see anything wrong with it. So, no, your track is fine, just fine. What do we have over here? Mechanical components is what this one is building. Again, the theme is the same. You make it really grand, and then you make a really nice area connecting it, and then you're using these walls to actually make it look pretty. Love that. And yeah, actually a straight wall. I know that this is hard to do. You actually have to think of it before you do it. But nice work. Nice work. Another warehouse there. I think you're having the really appropriate use of your bridges and tunnels. They don't feel overblown, they don't feel weird, and they actually fit wherever they go. And I'm kind of impressed by that, gotta say. Like, this one's even leaning into a mountain that's up here, so it's not... The height is appropriate. It feels a little high, sure, but the height is still appropriate, I think, so that's nice. Yep, this one is good, and then this guy just connects to the rest of the train network that was already here. Pretty cool. Last piece on this side. Hey, there, we're barely in half of the island that's happening here. United Cars plans. Cool. You're making cars here. Makes perfect sense. And then I'm assuming you park them out here, maybe at some point. Oh no, cars are actually supposed to drive here, but I'm assuming you probably don't have much connection. Oh, there's one connection there, but that's too far away, so nobody's ever gonna go work here, but that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. This, yeah, no, everything's pretty nice. Now let's look at the other stuff. You see that? It's just New Stalingrad. There is a lot going on there. Really quick, you're already planning on a new city out here. It looks pretty nice. You have it all squared up, as square as you need it. You have a highway already connecting everything. You have pretty nice bridge connections. You have really everything you need to get going. Plus you have... I'm guessing this highway connection I'm not quite sure about. I think you probably want to connect this highway straight into this piece so you don't have this highway split and then have vehicles go over here. But that's just a side note. It's not very important. Rails are connected there too, and I don't think we have a car that actually goes over this side. But Yeah, no, this is just really nice. Making the bridges high enough and you align them enough that you can actually have ships go through there. So that's pretty sweet. And then, yeah, no, the rail is actually trying to not make another bridge because rail bridges are not always the easiest to put in. Oh, and you're using some connector pieces. I like it. Some just connector lands. That just makes, yeah, this makes sense. This is what I thought you meant by Dutch inspired, but hey, other things. Airport. Again, this is also what I thought Dutch inspired because it looks like you just reclaimed some land in this area and just said, okay, we're going to put an airport here. It's really nice. I mean, I don't know how it looks for real or in real life, but this whole thing seems to work really well. Hey, we have a plane coming in. Thanks, plane. I like it. But it's really nice and busy and large. And it's... yeah, this is cool. You have the buses running around. I'm assuming the buses are on some waypoints. Yep, there are a lot of waypoints, so they do what they're supposed to do, but I like it. I like it a lot. It's just a big circle that they drive through the city. Maybe we can take one of these buses later. I think that's a good compromise. Look at the ships. They actually... that's the thing. The ships actually fit underneath the bridges. Let's speed this up just for a sec. I know, the speed is not the best, but they actually fit underneath these things. The antennas get scraped a little bit, but just barely. And then they just go through the harbor, or into the harbor and do their thing. This harbor is a little similar to the first harbor that we looked at. Everything is nice and square. Everything is largely set up. These connections are just nice, and it actually can receive really large trains there. All the ships can get to everywhere that they need to go, so this is all really nice. This looks like a restaurant. Yes, very nice. More construction. This is just a huge construction yard. I like it. Fire destroyed the building. Let's just ignore that. It's not my safe. I don't have to worry about it. But that got through there. You have just another big city that's just doing their thing, and I like it. I like it a lot. Another harbor area. I love the use of harbor. Just ships. More, and more ships. That's really what we want. You've done a really good job at splitting out the 2-track into a quad-track. The only thing here I would point out is your blocks are a little short, but I think you can fix it pretty easily. You probably don't want to put signals right here. But again, as long as nothing is stuck, nothing needs fixing. So wouldn't worry about that. Once you get into some of those areas, I would just make sure that you turn all this long orange block into one orange block and just ignore the rest and make this one longer piece. So your connections are a little closer, but you only have one like terminal sitting here, so I don't think there will be that many trains coming into this area where that is actually going to be a problem at some point. So good job. Nice. Ooh, the vanilla TV station made it into your game. I like it. And just, yeah, it's just a nice little central, I don't want to say plaza, but a lot of like official buildings are here. Radio, hospital, cinema, and supermarket or store. Another cinema right here. Not sure that you need both of them, but that's fine. These buildings are pretty cool that you can actually connect them that way that they work together. That's I don't think I've seen that one before, but nice. What else do we have? Accounting office, just a different one. This is the headquarters. Very nice. And yeah, just a lot of industry going on. Sorry, not industry, warehouses. And warehouses feel very appropriate to have them inside a city, just because normally when you look at larger cities, thinking of Georgia, Atlanta, that you have just a lot of workers needed to move all the materials around, because materials don't just move themselves unless you Amazon have a big robot factory already set up for it. So it's nice to have the warehouses actually sitting in the city instead of just being where the factories are. So I like this. I like this without the industries. But then obviously you have the heating plants here, and they are producing pollution for the game, but they're just doing the water vapor generally that we don't have to worry about so much. So no, this is cool. And I really like how you set up all these little like areas where you have similar buildings, and the area is not so small that it's insignificant, and you can actually see some theme, I would say. Then you have just higher, taller buildings in the center of the city. You have the lower buildings just around it, and then just every once in a while you just have a bigger one. It just feels really, it feels very much like a city. It feels very much like a city. I mean, look at this. I'm just like, Yeah, this could totally be a real city, real life, like for real. Realsies. Really, really real city. The harbor is, it feels really nice. I would like to know what city this is, and if anyone can tell me without the Cupcake Comrade telling me what city this is, that'd be cool. Um, but I like it. I like it a lot. What else do we have? More tracks. Look at this amount of tracks. There's, again, it's just a lot of extra track. I don't think you need all of it, and I think you can hold a lot more trains than you are currently giving yourself space for, but your track is working. It's working just fine. It does exactly what you needed to do, so nothing wrong with that. You're even using the steam trains. Not sure if I'm ever going to use them because they're still using... You have coal loaded, but you are... Yes. Like, they're still loading fuel, but they're loading fuel. They don't load coal. So it's a little... Maybe eventually they will be part of it. I think they're on the 3-division roadmap. Then here's something else that you've been doing a lot, which I like. You put, just as I said before, you put the fuel stations in so there's only one way in and one way out. And that seems to work really, really well. It works well because I haven't seen anyone getting stuck there. Again, bridges everywhere. Very nice. Very nice. It's just a really cool setup, cool theme. I don't know what's over here. Oh, iron processing plant. Here you actually have a bunch of trains sitting around, and that is awesome. Where are you going? Can we follow you? You are going around the circle there, in there, into the forest, into the harbor area. That seems like a pretty good setup. So, yeah, I think I've shown everything that I wanted to show. Really cool map, really awesome map. There's a lot going on. Again, I really like the feel of the 2 cities that you already have, and I know you're getting more cities probably soon, maybe? Eventually? I don't know. I think once you add more cities, my frame rate will not play along anymore, so not sure that we can do that. What I will try now is just have a train go through the area that you saw and then use one of the buses that gets us through the city and back to the harbor. If the frame rate allows. If the frame rate doesn't allow, you won't see it, but a little bit of stuttering I will tolerate. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Really did, and yeah, we'll see you guys again next time. If you have a map or a save that you want me to share with everyone else, then please send it my way. Get a hold of me in Discord. I would love to see some fix-its, like ask me to fix you or whatever you want, and I'll see if I can do it. But even if it's not, obviously here it was supposed to be a fix-it, but there wasn't much to fix, so I may just show it off. So thanks so much for watching, and I really appreciate it. I'll see you again next time. Bye.